Hey everybody, welcome to At the Table with Nat20 Productions. It's time to build. As always, with me is PJ. Wait, that's not PJ. Who's that? Who's that? Who there?
When I'm not PJ, when PJ's not here, I fill in. My name is Ian, and you can find me on Edge of Legend as well, and I play Woodward, so a familiar face if you check out our other stream.
Mm-hmm. And I am Michael Powell, and we are going to build something really awesome today. So stick with us because it's going to get really, really fun.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. We are now at the table once again. I'm Michael Powell, and
I'm Ian.
mhm. We're now to the part of the show where we're gonna build something. And chat, let us know what you want us to build. Do you want us to build a character? Do you want to build an item? Or an organization? Or, honestly, whatever. And it doesn't necessarily have to be according to the archetypes that we just talked about. It could be anything.
Play by PJ's rules because he's not here right now.
Yeah, he's not here. Dad's not here. All right, let's just check out chat really quick. We have Adam Jenner saying, "In my extinction course I'm DMing, I gave everyone in the party a free archetype. The wizard took Scroll Trickster, and he flavored his scrolls as a collage of letters of his cause a collage of the letters his mother glued them together with his sweat. His mother was the bearded woman of the circus, and he is basically the freak of the party."
They're crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the flavor in that is just unreal.
Mm-hmm. We have Adam Generator. His vote is for a relic. And Adam Generator says, using the relic subsystems of the GMG, which is the GM guide. Wither King says, let's build a really powerful character, powerful character, Gasalt character with a free archetype. Pick up all the cool stuff. And PJ goes, yes, I am, son.
Yeah.
So far we have one vote goes to making a relic. We have one vote going to making a character with a Gasol type character with just as powerful as we can.
Okay, and then the last one.
I think we just have two.
So the last one and the Gestalt character, and the only reason I don't want to do it, and my only reason is because I'm not gonna end up being friends with this guy. We're gonna have to fight him. Like, we're gonna build our next bad guy, and I don't know if that's a good idea. Because we'll be excited about it. I'm thinking to the future as PJ's furiously scribbling notes on his side of his side of chat.
Oh,
like,
man!
Yes, build the next bad guy.
I think your nightmare is coming true because we got another vote for a Uber character. And remember,
yeah.
this would be an Uber character according to us. Like, we have no prep time. This is all on the fly. So keep that in mind.
Yeah. He'll definitely have some weaknesses.
Yeah. So let's see. And PJ is going ...
Yeah.
Well, so one of the things that we discuss, a little peek behind the curtain, is whatever character we do make or item we do make on the show without PJ on, he does have final say. So keep that in mind, folks.
That's fair because he has to still make this thing run in a semi-coherent storytelling fashion.
Mm-hmm.
We're the only ones who make it semi-coherent.
Yeah, we got Wither King saying Superstition Barbarian Monk, and PJ says you don't know that.
Yeah.
So I think so far we're making a character so far at least.
So are we looking? So if that
Wither King posted up a good idea, a little
Yeah.
flavor thing. And let's see, inflated idea of being super powerful by himself with no spells or magic items. So
I
pretty
do
much
like
Zap
that.
Brannigan.
I'm wondering, I'm wondering if it's looking at it all and building this character. Are we thinking about jumping in between the two classes for a build, or are we? Is this still a Gestalt? Because a barbarian monk Gestalt,
We can.
I
You want to do that? You want to do that?
that is the type of character PJ brings to my tables, and that I have to deal with.
Oh,
This
how
is
about
what PJ does when
we
running a
make
minion.
our idea of PJ's character?
Oh man, these guys are Adam Generator, Tyrant Champion with a Bard as a dual class can be nasty for the enemy action economy. This
Okay,
hurts,
so
man.
far I think we are making a character.
Yeah, it looks like we're making a
Yeah,
character.
we're making a character. All right. So let's make a character. Let's start off with the. We're not going to go through every single stats and everything. We'll let that. We'll let PJ figure that out.
Yeah,
We're going to do the fun stuff.
I really hope that he just like, yeah.
He,
I've
oh,
got
I'm
a
just
grid
envisioning
option for
now.
this guy.
PJ just like stares at it. It's like staring at this. It just table flip.
Yeah, we make this epic Gestalt character, but he only gives him like his top scoring attribute is 6.
All right, we
He's
are
like Hercules from
making.
Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah, we are
Or
making.
Hercules.
We're making a character. What? Okay, chat. What class do you want to for this Uber character to be? What's the base class? So far, I think we've been looking at. According to chat, we have Barbarian or Champion as the base class so far.
Yeah, I think there's been 2 builds for Barbarian
Mm-hmm.
that no one would be upset by. So Adam Generator said Barbarian. Uh,
We
oh,
got a
Wither King
Wither
wants it to
King
be that monk.
throwing in Monk into it.
No, I think Wither King's original idea was the Gestalt of a
Barbarian Monk, I think.
barbarian monk.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, you know what? You just. Ian? Monk or Barbarian?
You know what? Only because I want to make this guy. I'm gonna say that the base class will be barbarian. I
Okay.
think, and if we are doing this as a Gestalt, which is nuts, that means they're just taking both classes identically.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting all of the highest benefits from either, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is a little crazy, but I also like it.
Mm-hmm. We got Adam Jenner saying make a poll. It's a little difficult to make the poll on a fly right now. So
Yeah,
this is how we're
I'm
doing it.
gonna do that.
So this is how, and also I think taking a poll will take a little too long as well. So we're doing. You said Ian. You said Barbarian.
I think we'll do it with a barbarian base.
All right, Barbarian base. Next, let's choose what kind of barbarian. All right, chat. What kind of barbarian do you want to make this? What instinct? What barbarian instinct do you want to make this barbarian character of ours? What do you think, Ian? What do you think that is the strongest instinct mechanically?
Interestingly enough, I know nothing about the barbarians in Pathfinder 2e. I am now looking it up.
I know a little bit, but I know mainly Dragon Barbarian because that's the one that caught my eye as a character build.
Yeah.
Which Adam Jenner kind of agrees. Dragon.
I do.
Oh,
I
he
do
also
like his-
says. They also said giant or spirit.
Yeah. Okay. So spirit, I say I don't want to step on Ichi's toes because she would kick my ass. So
You know what? It could be giant. Imagine too, an Ichi. What is it? Ichi and another barbarian, kaiju sized.
Yeah, I think I honestly think that the giant could be really really cool.
Mm-hmm. Wither King says giants get huge damage. PJ is asking, define strong. The instincts provide strength in different ways.
That's true. Um, I think we should go with the giant instinct.
Giant
It's
instinct. All right.
yeah, it gets
All
a
right.
little ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. We got Jenner saying giant instinct is the definition of glass cannon.
I mean, I wouldn't be upset with that, especially if we have to fight it later.
Mm-hmm. All right. So we have Barbarian with giant instinct
Giant
is
instinct.
gonna be our character. Let's now go into, is it gonna be a straight on barbarian, or are we gonna give them any kind of archetype? Let us know, chat. We have PJ
I,
goes on to say the Furious one, can't remember its name, is just raw bonus damage. An extra feat, but nothing special flavor wise. It's really powerful, but kind of boring. Yeah, I believe PJ is talking about the Fury Barbarian.
yes, yeah, the fury instinct is what he's talking about.
Yeah.
Um, Adam Generator is saying Ruffian Rogue as a second class and use a long spear. Okay, what?
Wither King is asking, what archetypes can we get? Sell them to me. All the archetypes, any archetype, any official archetype you want. So, time to break out those books and decide. But so far, we have Adam Generator saying Ruffian Rogue as a second class. Um, yeah, we could do that. I also want to point out that the archetypes of your basic class, you're not going to be open to. You don't get all the special abilities. You're actually kind of limited to it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to blend these two together. You apply the critical specialization effect for the weapon you. Uh,
I
ooh,
mean,
that's interesting though.
yeah, for me, if you're going through numbers from the archetypes that I kind of looked through so far, that's available to us. I think there's a. Let me just look this up real quick. I think it's called the Giant Mauler. I think.
Oh well, that's part of the giant instinct, Titan Mauler.
Yeah, there's also an archetype called something Mauler. If I could find it, it's out here. It's called the Mauler.
Oh,
Um, you basically the Mauler. You shove your way through legions of foes, knock enemies on all sides of the ground, and deal massive blows to anyone or anything that comes near. I want to say that one, or hmm, maybe the Living Monolith.
oh, yeah. I need to look these. I need to look into
Yeah, the
these.
Living Monolith. It's from the World Guide. You have delved into ancient Sphinx magic to imbue your body and soul with the patience and strength of stone as you work to create a special magical costone to. Oh, maybe not Living Monolith. I was thinking something else. But no, I think personally, Mauler. The Mauler looks good.
Yeah, it looked like. See what chat has to say.
Or maybe
Yeah,
even Sentinel if you want to go defensive.
I think we should probably go Mauler just because of the extra damage dice you get. If we're gonna
Yeah.
pick one of those.
Let's check out chat. Let's see what
Ooh.
they say. Let's see. Adam Generator suggests Blessed One for self heal. Wither King says Ooze Morph. Let's see. Aren't we doing dual class and free archetype? Adam says Muller.
Oh,
Uh, we are. We're not doing dual class. We're kind of going. We're going at this raw. We're going base class, no free archetype. This archetype would be technically considered we picked it up at level 2.
Yeah, I think I'm afraid to fight this thing if we do the. I'm really afraid to end up fighting this thing if we end up giving this thing a free archetype.
Another one that's also kind of interesting is the Rune Scarred. Let's see. I'm honestly, I'm just reading the names of it to what looks interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm judging a book by its cover right now.
I
The
like it.
Rune Scarred is the rune magic of however you pronounce that location, and it's the decadent nations has left its mark on your very flesh. As a rune scarred, you have the unusually close connection to this ancient magic, which became a newly emerged field of study for small pockets of interested scholars. Blah blah blah. So it looks like a tattooed, kind of a runes in this game. I'm assuming is kind of like special items, like stuff you can slap on your magical items.
I'm gonna jump in the chat real quick. Wither King, there's a possibility that everything we build here ends up coming into the game,
Yeah.
and I have a feeling that if we end up dealing with this, if we end up building this thing, it's only going to then end up hurting us later.
But also, I want to point out the fact that we are designing this thing. We might know, at least E and I will know how to fight this thing.
How to fight it.
Yeah. But so far, my personal vote is going to the Mauler because the massive damage and also they're pretty tough.
Yeah, let me check out one more because I don't.
Or do you want to go full Sentinel, like full defensive?
Yeah, but then we'd be throwing away the increase the damage from rage when using a larger weapon from a 6 to a 10.
Yeah.
And if you have a greater weapon specialization, increase it from a 10 to an 18.
You're right.
Yeah, and then raging resistance, you resist bludgeoning damage and your choice of cold, electricity, or fire. Chosen when you gain raging resistance. So there's like things like that I feel are already working for us. That defensively.
We have Adam Jenner saying that Mauler's not that good for a barbarian. The things that give are redundant for the barbarian. Let's see. Oh, he also says that Runescarred are magical tattoos he has. So what do you think, PJ? I'm going to I'm going to throw this to you because I don't want to deal with it.
I was looking at the scout, and it's pretty sweet.
Yeah, no, I've looked at it
You get the
before
initiative
too.
rolls for the dedication. You get a charge, but you have to make a deception, or you have to make a stealth check, which probably wouldn't be all that good at.
I mean, if you want also pure power, Dragon Disciple, like you literally turn into a freaking dragon.
I've seen that because this would basically be exactly the character that PJ ended up bringing. His name was Karak. He was a Dragon Disciple Barbarian, and there was nothing that he wasn't unkillable. You could kill him, but you have to live long enough to hurt him. That was the problem. Because you had to throw something big enough at him that he couldn't kill it in a single turn.
Also, I want to throw this one in the ring because I actually looked at this archetype before just for for fun. The Acrobat.
Oh, okay.
Because they're dodge away and tumbling strike and tumbling opportunist is actually pretty decent.
Man, I need to look at all these archetypes.
Oh yeah, no, like on the show, we've only scratched like a small surface of some of these archetypes.
I do like the idea that let's see who threw it in the chat. Adam Generator did throw in the dual wielder.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the ridiculousness of the furthermore.
We have PJ asking, what's the class level? Is it a full 20? You know what? That'll be too late game. I think a good balance is level 8 to 10. What do you think, Ian? 8 or 10?
No, I think that's good. I think it also gives us a chance to fight this thing, see it at our mid levels as well. If we are going to fight this thing, and it becomes.
Yeah. What do you think? 8 or 10 though?
Let's do 8.
8? Okay, let's do 8.
Yeah, let's do 8. And so the archetype we want to pick, I think so far we have the Uzumorph, which is a ridiculous favorite.
Mm-hmm.
We have the Scout, and then somebody, I think
I like the Runescarred got suggested. I kind of like that because we've talked about runes in one of our more recent episodes.
Well, if we talked about it, let's do Runescarred for now, and then I may come back and make a Uzumorph Barbarian.
All right,
that's ridiculous.
Let's get Runescarred. I'm gonna pull it up. Oh, now I'm thinking, what if we do give him Golem Grafter?
Oh yeah, right.
Oh, which one do you want to do? Actually,
no, I think let's do Runescarred because here's the thing is, well, the Golem Grafter is cool, but it just doesn't level out.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and also Golem Grafter. You can't even get access to it till level 8 anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right. All right, we got Runescarred. Okay, all right, folks. Right now, it's a Barbarian Giant Instinct Runescarred. Next up, actually, it's level 8. Actually, we kind of skipped over something that's kind of important. We should also decide ancestry.
We're still building. There's just no way to get around it. We're building Karak. Are you happy, PJ? He's come back. He's now in this game as well. He was one of the Shoanti. There's nothing to stop him. He keeps showing up. This is like Karak's brother.
So anyway, what our ancestry do you want to do? My votes for toughest and strongest usually goes to, from the core ancestries, a dwarf. Or if you go into other ancestries, I would say either a hobgoblin, a lizard folk, or a full-on orc.
So let me read the.
Or half elf.
We need to be from Thessalonia. Right? Yeah, you're from the Saga lands.
No. I believe when it comes to stuff like world locations, stuff like that, we get a little leeway because this will be placed.
Oh, got it. It's going into. Yeah. Sorry, I'm looking at this.
Yeah. But race, do you want it to be an orc, a lizard folk, half orc, hobgoblin, or dwarf? I think those are your contenders for physically strong and tough.
I will always go for a dwarf because I like all the abilities that they end up coming in with. I like dwarf, but also if we really want to fight it, we make it an orc.
Yeah, because my vote would go to either an orc or the hobgoblin.
You know what? I think because PJ could have some really cool stuff planned with the orcs and turning them into something we haven't seen yet, let's do a hobgoblin.
Do a hobgoblin, all right.
Yeah. Also, Adam Generator, see you later. Have a good time moderating our stream.
Oh, Lunar Break Gaming, thank you for the bits.
Oh, what?
I think this is the first time we got bits on the show. Thank you. All right, we're going with Hobgoblin. Now let's decide what Hobgoblin heritage. I know it's pretty much Pathfinder is a 2E is a skill tree. Oh, Wither King saying, you guys are making a false prophecy of you guys fighting this guy.
It'll.
All
Yeah,
right.
I mean, we can't say that we are going to fight it, right? Like, there's
Yeah,
no way
yeah.
to say we
I mean,
are.
this could be a friend. It could be an ally.
It could be a friend. Maybe it's a friend of
Woodward?
who is the what was that?
It could be a friend of Woodward, like somebody he knows in the woods.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Woodward's friend. Uh,
Yeah. Or it could be an old enemy from
Rinley.
Shonobus's past.
That's it. I was thinking about my Rinley, Lugarunun.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's all over dealing with
Yeah.
goblins and hobgoblins and such.
Yeah. So anyway, these really quick here are the heritages for Hobgoblin. We're not going to go into each one because we're probably going to end up talking about these in a future show. But we have the Elfbane Hobgoblin, the Runt Boss Hobgoblin, the Smoke Worker Hobgoblin, the War March Hobgoblin, and the Warden Bread Hobgoblin.
Well, let's cross out Rut Boss because you're supposed to be smaller, and this guy's huge.
Yeah.
I
kind of want to say maybe.
I like War March because I feel like it fits really well with the barbarian side of things.
Mhm. I'm going to say either War March, Smoke Worker, or the Elfbane Hobgoblin. Because Elfbane, they do have that, let's see, resistance to magic. That's always useful. Or the Smoke Worker has fire resistance. Honestly, like I said before, resistance. Love them!
Yeah, I have to say fire resistance may be the thing to go with because it's so freaking common.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you also got now we're blending them into the world, even though we don't run the game. Where I think like it could be really cool. There's the black spear.
Mm-hmm.
They use all fire damage, so maybe he's like a high-ranking hobgoblin amongst the black spear tribe.
Wither King is saying Elfbane for magic resist or smoke if fire resist.
Yeah.
You can only choose one. You can't have two heritages.
I think smoke is the way to go because the fire resistance is so widespread.
Yeah.
Especially because you could get a resistance against magical fire. It technically still counts.
Oh, I just had a story idea for it. But yeah, my vote is also to Smoke Worker. So I think we're doing Smoke Worker. All right, let's choose a background for this guy. Also, is this character going to be male, female, or non-binary? Let us know in chat. Honestly, I don't see that many female hobgoblins, really. They're not prevalent in fantasy, really.
No, they're not. And honestly, the only thing that comes to mind is like as a feminine showing hobgoblin is the gremlin who wears makeup in the Gremlin movie.
Yeah.
The closest thing I got is like an image.
Uh-huh. But anyway, what is their background gonna be? Really quick, Ian, what do you think?
I was just looking at that background.
Really quick, I'm just going down the list. Bandit, or let's see, bounty hunter maybe. Let's see, cultist. I was also thinking maybe something like, honestly, Smoke Worker. That just kind of brings to mind like a blacksmith character.
That's kind of cool.
And they're already rune scarred. They're familiar with runes. They're also They're giants and runes.
I do like Feral Child as well.
Let's see, Hermit. It could be, like I said, it could be Woodward's friend.
Woodward's friend.
Maybe it's a hobgoblin who says, F y'all to the war stuff. I'm gonna live out. I'm gonna live down by the river in a van down by the
Oh, the
river with
river.
my friend Woodward. Hunter is pretty good too. Laborer. What do you think of
Scavenger's
chat?
cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so far we have PJ saying female hob.
Okay.
So yeah, you want to do female hob?
Yeah, yeah. I'll do
All
that.
right, we got a female hob. Um, let's see. But what do you background? What do you think?
Well, I also like the warrior,
Mm-hmm.
but it has overlay with a lot of. It
Yeah,
doesn't give me anything new.
I
Um,
I kind of like the idea of a crafter personally, because like I said, everything else about the character kind of lends itself to kind of a working
so
class kind of, you know?
you were looking at what? Which one were you looking at? Was the
Um,
like a blacksmith or something? I don't
yeah,
know
like
if
a
it has.
blacksmith type of thing, maybe. But it doesn't have blacksmith, so I'm looking for like a crafter or something that I can't find. And I'm still waiting for. Like I said, we're asking chat. If you, what does chat think? What background do you guys want to
Yeah, what do you
give
guys think is like?
give this person? I mean, hermit. I
I
kind of like
kind of like
hermit.
the I kind of like the cultist only because there's like you get a
Ooh,
boost to an intelligence or a charisma, and it's something about this rune scar becoming this cultist.
I like that as well. I think so far, but I kind of like hermit a little better. But you know what? Chat. Let's just just cut it to hermit or a cultist. What does chat think between those two? Wither King says something. Taster gives crafting. I forget the name. We forget the name as well. Let's see. Also, martial disciple or a miner. If you want to go with the whole,
Oh, miner's kind of fun. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah.
What does miner give you?
Strength or wisdom, survival, mining lore, and you also gain the terrain expertise with underground terrain.
And do hobgoblins get dark vision?
Yes, I believe so.
Okay, so then we don't need that. Um, yeah, that's a good one
Yeah,
too.
or raised by belief. That could be kind of like a cultist, except they're a fanatic, like super fanatic.
Yeah,
And also they have assurance. Assurance is
assurance is super
always.
sweet. I use it on woodwork all the time.
Mhm.
My survival skill has insurance, and I just get to have a
Yeah.
+10, and my plus to
All right.
survival is at
All
8,
right,
so
Ian.
it's always an 18.
Um, what do you think so far of all the ones we discussed? What is your favorite?
I think my favorite is I liked what was it? I personally really like the cultist.
Cultist?
Um,
You know what? I like the cultist as well. You know what? Well, let's make it the cultist.
yeah, and I like that it's like you don't flee from unsavory practices and like
Hmm.
things like that just feels like and you're trained in the occultism skill. You gain a lore related to the deity of your cult, and you gain schooled in secrets skill feat.
Hmm.
So there's definitely something about the rune scarred part of this of gaining the different magics and stuff through occultism that I kind of like.
All right. So far, everybody, we have a female hobgoblin, female. What's it called? Smoke something again? What's it called?
Yeah, yeah. So we have a barbarian giant instinct, level 8, rune scarred archetype, female hobgoblin smoke worker with the cultist background. Now, I do have to tell chat, I am a huge like woodwort is nowhere near min-max at all. I just cannot. I'm not good at that part. I just like flavor. So this character, no matter what you did, you could give me a Gestalt class, and I could still make him squishy.
Yeah, but I think this is actually what we have together. It works off each other very well.
Yeah, I like it. So what's our first? Where we going? Where are we going next with this?
We got level 8. Let's go with a name. What should we name her? Actually,
I don't know
go ahead.
what are the naming conventions for
Yeah,
Hobgoblin?
I was gonna say, PJ, since you're in chat, what are the naming conventions for hobgoblins? We haven't really encountered that yet.
Um,
Like, we can't really exactly just call her Sally. I mean, we can, but
we could. I
but
kind of
now
like.
we have this. This is how I'm envisioning the character now. This hobgoblin wearing these robes with the hood pulled down, like her body's full of like tattooed runes that kind of faintly glow.
Yeah, I like things like one of my thoughts is like Ember
Uh,
because of the smoke scar and everything like that.
yeah. And she's like, and like when she gets pissed, she just hulks out. I think
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
how giant
totally.
instinct works, right? You just
Yeah.
Hulk out can get bigger.
Let's see.
Oh, PJ says depends on the tribe you got. All right, all right. Well, so far we've had the Red Rock tribe, Black Spire. I don't think she's gonna be part of the Bun Loving tribe.
What is she? No. What if she named herself after something in the forging process, right?
Ooh, okay, okay.
So I literally looked up things that like would get her through the smoke part. You could call her. She could just go by Crucible,
Dude, I like it.
which is
I
pretty
like it.
cool.
Oh, PJ says Blood Think, Gashi Bite, Dark Pad. Honestly, I like the name Crucible.
So
She could be like Madonna. She just names it has one name.
yeah, these are the. I wonder. I, PJ throws out. Do you have any of the fire? Like, is there a fire? Oh, Reeves Psyche came in with Crucy instead of Lucy, and I really like it.
Uh, maybe like if you call her Crucy, that's how she gets mad. Like, never call me Crucy. It
Yeah.
just gets
Okay.
huge and
Okay.
big
Okay. I like it. So her name is Crucible, but everyone calls her Crucy.
and
And
pisses
that's why
her
she's
off.
always mad.
Yeah. Oh, PJ says the ones I put were Gob tribes. So, yeah, of those three, Bloodthink tribe, Nashi Bite, or Dark Pad for the Hobgoblin to be from.
Um, I kind of like Dark Pad because of the smoke. I don't know if there's anything that actually has to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
But because of the smoke and stuff and like having that black soot on you at any given time, we could go with that.
I like Bloodthink because same thing. Like maybe the stuff that she crafts, like she uses blood as an ingredient, or maybe like you know how you blacksmith something, you have to like put it in water to cool down and everything. Instead of water, she uses
Great.
blood.
Okay, let's think it is. I love that. That's awesome.
All
I'll
right.
write that down.
Um, I think the next thing, let's decide on an alignment, because I know you have a lot of feelings about alignment, which we will get to in a very soon future episode.
Yeah. So alignments. I'm gonna go. Hmm. I
Do we
kind
want
of
this to be an evil character, or do you want them to be more neutral, or I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibilities. It's a good hobgoblin.
I like. Oh, I think okay. PJ threw some more goblin names in there, but I think Bloodthink probably sounds the best after what you
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
Um, I like the. I think I want to make. I think I want to go down the evil route.
Uh-huh.
Only because you don't actually get to use those alignments too often in games,
Yeah.
as far as things go. But uh, I don't think it's either gonna. I think neutral evil is one of the coolest ones. Because it's that saying that goes something along the lines of, "Do not fear good men and bad men, for you know their actions. Fear the neutral men who could sway the balance," or something like that. I
Yeah,
like the,
that's pretty much that's neutral men. Rufa. That's pretty much Rufa.
yeah. So I kind of like going the neutral evil
Mm-hmm.
aspect on it because that means that Cruci at any point could either become a friend, a foe, or work against the people who have wronged her or
Mm-hmm.
anything along those lines without
Yeah,
restraint.
with self interest. Like honestly,
Yeah,
so far the way we built it, and in my headspace, I see her as total self interest. She has her
yeah,
own agenda.
great. Yeah, and it's not the fact that she's like I don't think it's the fact that she's completely selfish, but she's going to take care of herself before others, and
Mm-hmm.
then would help the others or get out of harm's way.
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
So neutral evil. We're doing
Neutral evil.
okay. So really quick, can you do the rundown of what we have so far?
Yes. So barbarian with giant instinct, rune scarred archetype, hobgoblin smoke worker. The background is a cultist. Uh, Cruci is from the Bloodthink tribe and is neutral evil.
This is actually a pretty badass character.
Yeah, yeah, I'm actually really digging it.
Yeah.
I'm going through all of it and I go, man, this is cool for like a little evil campaign.
Mm-hmm. Anything else that you could think of that we need to give her? Should we? Because we are kind of getting to that time. I think we could spend maybe 5 to 10 more minutes, or should we just call it early? Or
Honestly,
give her like a signature weapon, maybe even.
yeah, I was thinking the same thing, like a signature weapon or a ooh, what if she did? So some crucibles that are used inside of metalworking are actually hung on chains.
Or what?
The crucible
Uh huh.
for metalworking is hung on chains to be
Uh
like
huh.
put above a fire. If she just used one of those as a mace, that sometimes was filled with like hot metal or slag left over from the process, that could be
Can
really
actually
cool.
we should look into the barbarian, uh,
Oh,
giant instinct because I think that's also a class. That instinct's also limited to what weapons they are allowed to use. Because I know some of them are limited. There are some classes and stuff that have limited weapons.
yeah, honestly, yes, I think they need a huge. They have like a big weapon that they're supposed to wield, so I think you're onto something there.
Mm-hmm.
I like what PJ says. The Bloodthings specialize in science,
Mm.
so having a neutral evil hob could be that she specializes in building any sort of construct or alchemical potion that is needed, no matter how bad.
Mm.
Which I super like, and I like that with the occultist edges and the fact that she's working along those things of like the same lines of being able to
And
um
I like the fact that because she's a giant instinct and she's a cultist, like maybe she's obsessed with the magic of the Titans.
yeah, and I do like what Wither King said, which was the signature weapon is a giant spiked chain.
Okay, I'm looking up. All right. See, giant instinct. Let's see. Okay, look at Titan Mauler. The instinct ability is you can use a weapon built for a large creature if you are a small or medium, both normally while raging. If you are not a small or medium, you could use a weapon built for a creature one size larger than you. You gain access to this larger weapon of any weapon type otherwise available at character creation. It has the normal price and bulk of the weapon for its size. When wielding such a weapon in combat, increase your additional damage from rage from 2 to 6, but you have the clumsy 1 condition because the weapon is unwieldy size. You can't remove this clumsy condition of or ignore its penalties by any means while wielding a weapon. So, yeah, it's just
I
basically big weapon.
Yes, I think I don't know that giant spike chain
Hmm.
that's scary. especially from a hobgoblin using something that maybe that's the big thing is that she can fight the orcs 1-to-1. The orcs may be bigger than her, but the spike chain and the way she can wield it puts them on the same level.
Yeah, I'm also kind of envisioning her now. Like, yeah, she's working for these warband leaders or everything, but when they are in her smithy or lab or whatever you call it, she's the boss.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's a really cool thing that I think you can get in Pathfinder, which is called a whistling stone. You throw it through the air and it whistles. Maybe that's one of the things that her spike chain does. As she swings it, it goes, and it like whistles through the air.
Flail, honestly.
Yeah, like a big flail or something. Yeah.
I'm just looking really quick through what do you call it? The what do you call the thing? The equipment thing. Actually, something that kind of caught my eye is the War Razor, even though it's kind of low damage.
Yeah, it's that one. That one's cool. I kind of like it, but it's also again very Sweeney Todd.
Yeah.
Like I would rather have a War Cleaver if I'm going to hand her something, like a dog, one of those dog slicers, except massive.
Yeah. I mean, I think the upgraded version of that is called the Orc Neck Splitter. Yeah,
Okay.
but that's an advanced. Oh, they have a thing called. There's a thing called the fire poi. It's only 1d4 bludgeoning plus 1d4 F, but it has agile, backswing, finesse, twin, and uncommon.
Oh, okay. So those are the fire spinners.
Yeah.
That's what they use. Are the fire poise.
Or the bladed Diablo, which is a flail that has backswing, disarm, finesse, thrown 40 feet, trip, and uncommon. But they're all advanced weapons. I think we need to look into something like martial, actually.
Oh, yeah.
Because, or we're just burning, we have to burn a feat for her to even use it.
I mean, it is her signature weapon.
Yeah. There's the Ogre Hook, which is a martial weapon.
Oh, those are gross. Yeah, those are really cool.
Yeah. 1d10 piercing, deadly 1d4 trip, and uncommon. It's like a super deadly pick.
Those are really nasty.
Or meteor hammer.
Or a meteor hammer. Damn it, Karak. He used a meteor hammer.
What do you think? Or should we just leave that to PJ to decide? Let's check out chat really quick.
I think looking over what chat was saying actually is that they really like the flaming poi. I'm wondering if we can do the same thing, but just use it doesn't do fire damage, but just use the. I
was gonna say let's combine the spike chain with the fire poi and say the spike chain is enchanted has a fire enchantment on it.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, if it's a signature weapon, we have to burn a feat. I'd do it.
Yeah, that or Reef Psyche says some flaming monkey fist poi that are definitely weapons.
Yeah. So
I like spike chain mainly for the fact that I don't believe spike chain you have to burn a feat.
Okay.
Let me just double check, but I do not believe so. Monkey's fist doesn't either. But Monkey Fist is non-lethal, and I think that she's pretty lethal.
Yeah, no, she doesn't mess around with that.
Yeah, Spike Chain's a martial weapon. And a 1d8.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so she has a flaming spike chain.
Love it.
All right. I think we are getting to that time. So just to go down the list, what do we have, Ian?
Yeah, so we have a Hobgoblin, Barbarian Giant Instinct, with the Rune-Scarred archetype, a Smoke Worker, which gives you fire resistance, a Cultist for the background. Her name is Cruci, but she prefers Crucible. She is from the Bloodthink tribe, and she is neutral evil.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and PJ says, "Ooh, what about a small mini forge like the Catholic censures, but just raw roaring fire kept in a small metal
I
cage?"
I thought about that too. You can fight in Pathfinder First Edition at least with the asperum,
Hmm.
which you can put holy water in and like hit things
Yeah.
with as they and
I
use it as a
mean,
flail.
honestly, as a spike chain, all the other stuff is just flavor, and honestly,
Yeah,
it's just a magic item
I
that
like it.
PJ could do his thing with.
I like the fire, the fire, and maybe that fire is always lit, and that's what she uses to start the forges and such.
Yeah, yeah,
I like
yeah.
it.
So yeah, we have this really badass hobgoblin barbarian cultist
Yeah,
that
with double
specializes in
resistances.
scars.
Yeah, with double resistances, she could be resistant to electricity and fire because of the
Yeah,
yeah. It's
honestly, that kind of goes with. That's one of the things I also always want to bring up. It's not always just raw damage. If you hit somebody and it doesn't hurt them, that's that could be really beastly as well because they're just pumping out a consistent stream of damage,
yeah.
and you
She's
can't hurt
gonna.
them.
I think we kind of fixed part of the glass cannon side of this thing.
Yeah.
So she's gonna be fun. I hope we run into her and can hopefully make her an ally.
PJ says Crucible Quench Fizz.
Yeah,
All right.
I like that.
Uh, all right. I think that's where we're gonna leave it off for today. Really quick, be sure to watch Edge of Legend tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for I'm sorry, I just blanked there for a moment. For more fun and RPG, we're gonna go into, I believe, we're gonna be saving, we're gonna be cleaning up a mess we kind of made.
Yeah, we're fighting an army that reset a place.
Yeah,
We are going to hold the walls of Fort Raggedy one more time if we get there.
if we get there,
Yeah.
exactly. Ian, why don't you tell us where we can find you on the interwebs?
Well, when I am not on my box throne, because I am moving at the current time, I am on Instagram and Twitter under Bearded Skull. Come hang out, find me there. You can also find me in the Discord. At me there whenever you want. I'm definitely on there and checking those, and I get notifications. So I'd love to come and chat. Check that out. And
Awesome.
that's kind of where you can find me on the internet.
Okay. And I'm Michael Powell, and you can find me all over the interweb, such as my social media handle, which is at Mr. Kapow, that's MrKapao, or my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Michael Powell Does Stuff, because I do a lot of stuff, such as my YouTube channel, which is Fantastic Tales of Adventure. And on Thursdays, I co-host a toy and nostalgia show called Toyzilla Live on the Toyzilla Network here on Twitch. And yeah, and every Tuesday we will be at the table talking about game mechanics and building fun stuff.
Yeah.
Tuesdays at 3:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So until next time, be good, be great, be awesome.
See you,
And
legend.
yep. Bye guys. Oh, and stick around if you can because we're gonna really quickly raid somebody.
And do we know who that will be?
I do not know. I am looking up this person right now. Unless or if anybody in chat knows.
Yeah, throw somebody up.
Yeah. If not, I'm just looking at I'm looking at in the Pathfinder thing. Pathfinder.
I don't. Hmm.
Okay. Let's. You know what? We'll go with Ben the DM.
Ben the DM. Okay.
Let's rate Ben. Let's make Ben's day. I'm hoping I'm doing this right. I usually just tell PJ what to do. I think it's backphrase raid Ben the DM. Hopefully.
And maybe next time
I don't have the permission to perform that action, apparently.
Oh no, we can't really. We're not high enough mods. We're baby mods.
Yeah. So, if PJ, you're in chat, can you help us raid Ben the DM? BENTHEDM.
And if we're not, and if that doesn't work out, we can do an old school raid where we all just hop over to either their channel or somebody that was just told to us called Squeak Queen.
Yeah. Oh, Squeak Queen or Squeak Queen.
Yeah.
PJ, if you're there, help us out. If not, we will just see you guys next week.
Yeah.
Oh,
PJ,
he just realized.
What have I done? Let's see if this. Let's see if we solve this from the other side. PJ, if you can hear us.
I think he hears us. So we'll stick around for a couple minutes. Hopefully, PJ could help us with this.
I don't even know where the counter is if it does show up. This is
I don't know either. No, I don't think we just need you to raid. You're not going to kick us out.
Kick us out. Whatever. We can always.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
We're done. The longest outro.
Yeah, we are so professional.
Pros. Mod actions. I'm looking through my mod stuff.
Okay. Yeah, since I'm the one with the producing stuff on my end for the actual stream, I cannot do much of anything at this point.
Well then, I think we'll call it a night.
Yeah. Let's call it a night.
Everybody else, go
do it next time.
One of those two channels.
Yeah, we'll do it next time.
Yep.
All right.
And
Bye, guys.
Next time. See you guys.